Hey guys, River there. I hope you're having a fantastic day, and please don't mind my hair in this video. I know it's out there, it's like messed up, but I can't do anything about it. I'm going to see a barber soon, so trust me, yeah, I don't like it any more than you guys do. But today we're going to talk about Black Ops 3, the elephant in the room. I assume some of you have heard of this by now. It is the, what do they call it? The bribe? Yeah, it's like this new thing in the supply drops. I haven't played Black Ops 3 in a while. Actually, just about Battlefield Hardline, so I might be streaming that tomorrow. I don't know. But I wanted to talk about what this bribe is and how I don't like it. You guys can like it. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying it's a bad idea, okay? Let me explain why. So the reason this is a bad idea is because, all right, let's wind the clocks back a year. Okay, a little bit of a Joker pun there. But let's wind the clocks back a year. Let's look at Advanced Warfare. What did they do with their microtransaction supply drops? Well, they had them to where you could earn them in the game, right? You got like one every hour and 45 minutes, hour 30 minutes, something like that. I don't remember what the math was, but it was at least an hour of play minimum. You had to have at least an hour of play in to get one. It was like, I think it was more close to 45 to an hour. I don't know. I honestly don't remember. But so that was how you earn them. Right? You earn the drops. You didn't buy them like in Black Ops 3, but you earned them. And then they introduced buying them, which each one was calculated to about $1.99, and if you bought them in bundles of 5, 10, 20, you actually saved, and they gave you an additional one. So you saved a few dollars if you bought the bundles, which, encouraged people to spend more. Only problem with that is that in Advanced Warfare, you had gun variants that were really good. The Obsidian Steed, the ASM-1 Speakeasy, what was the other one? The Moore's Doctor, I think people liked. I think the Doctor was the one people wanted. Or was it the Silver Bullet? I don't know. There was one that had like a damage modifier on the Moors to where it could actually one-shot and it wasn't a freaking marshmallow gun like it was. I hated that weapon, honestly. That's why I like the NA-45, because you could bang people from around a corner. It was a really fun weapon. That's getting off topic. Back on the topic. So it had the weapon variants. We all know this. So nobody likes the supply drops, or at least nobody that doesn't have disposable income like the supply drops, because they were pay to win. Right? They were pay to win because you paid for it. You paid for a chance to win. So it wasn't really, it technically wasn't pay to win. It was a little loophole lawyer thing that they did. They could then go, oh, it's not pay to win. You have the same chances. But then, we all know the truth. Okay, you were selling us guns. That's what you were doing. You were selling us guns or potential guns. So even worse is that if you don't get what you want, then you go back and buy more, right? Which gives them more money that they don't need because it's a AAA title. You already paid $60. You possibly paid $50 for the season pass like I do. Ever since Black Ops 2, I've been paying for season pass because the season passes are good. It does add content to the game, makes the game worth, however much. But with Black Ops 3, we thought we were away from that. We thought, hey, you got to earn crypto keys. You got to do good matches, yada, 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 to get, these drops. And they had the commons, and they had the rare. And the rare, honestly, in my opinion, it's not worth doing the rare because your chances of getting, like, any of the new weapons, at least, are very bad, or you'll get duplicates or whatever. I've gotten even common stuff in the rares, which pisses me off, like, immensely. But the thing about this is now they started selling them. Okay, they started selling COD points, right? So So at 200 COD points, it was approximately like it about worked out to $1.99 per case, right? And they started selling them in 1,500, 10,000, 20,000, something like that. And the problem now lies in the bribe drops. So we had the pay drops before, which is fine. I'm not saying it's pay to win because there are no gun variants. I'm saying it's unfair. I'm saying it's unfair to the guys that grind. Now, here is why it's unfair, because I calculated this, all right? So the average match of, say, Dom or Hardpointer, just on average, you'll spend about 5 to 7 minutes playing a game of, kill confirm or whatever. It may vary from, piece to piece, but it's by like a minute or two, which does not affect really how many keys you get per match if it doesn't actually roll over into another key. So that affects it. And yeah, 5 to 7 minutes, I'd say, is the average. So on average, you're going to earn about 2 keys per game, or if you win, you'll get about 3 per game, approximately. Let's say 2.5, just to be fair. Let's say 2.5 keys per game. So that's 2.5 keys per game at 5 to 7 minutes. So 5 to 7, let's say a perfect 6. Okay, actually, no, let's give the benefit of the doubt. We give them 2.5, let's give it 5 minutes. Just say, just out of the blue, it's 5 minutes to earn 3 keys. Okay, let's just give them that. Okay, so it's 3 keys in 5 minutes. How many 5 minutes are in an hour? Let's see, it's 60 minutes, so divide by 5, that's 12, right? So you're going to have to play 12 rounds in order to earn 3 times 12 is 12, 3, carry the 3 times 2 is 6. Carry 3 times 1 is 3. 36. So you earn 36 keys. You earn enough for a drop. You earn enough for 3 common drops or 1 rare drop and halfway to a common. Okay, so 36 in an hour, right? And this is the benefit of the doubt. This is the good. This is the best situation possible. So you earn that. So you open the drop. You don't get what you need, which means another hour. So So basically, what they're selling is not the COD points, they're selling you the time it takes to earn the drop. And herein lies the problem. Now, we said, it's 5 minutes, it's 36 in an hour. That sounds pretty good, right? So that's about a case an hour. So like Advanced Warfare, approximately a case an hour. That's a best case scenario. That's practically not going to be what you guys experience, right? At least that's not my own divided experience. Some other people may be, like grind whores and they're really good at this and they can get it in 5 minutes or whatever. But generally speaking, it's going to be closer to 7 minutes and it's going to take longer. But still working on the 5 minute thing. That means 36 in an hour. And how many hours are in the day? Well, how many play hours are there in the day? That's the important question. So there's 24 hours in a day. Let's say you sleep on average 8 hours. The average 8 hours. Right, the supposedly 8 hours. So if you sleep 8 hours, you've now lost, let's see, 4, roll back to 4, that's 16. Well, and yeah, okay, so you've lost, 8 hours of potential playtime. So now you're 16. Then you have, like me, school, and then you have work, right, which is even worse. But you guys, I'm not saying specifically anybody, but I'm saying the people with the disposable income, the guys with the good jobs. Not the guys with the jobs, the guys with the good jobs where they have X amount of extra money where they can just drop, on these drops. Yeah, great English there. But where they can just buy these drops over and over again. So that kind of lies in the problem is that, they work and whatever. But back to what I was saying. 5 minutes, 36, Okay, so we're up to, you have 16 hours. Now, if you go to school's what? Supposed to be 8 hours, something like that, 10 hours. Let's just say it's, hell, let's take my school, for example. I go to school, I go to college, so it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, 12:30 to 6:30, so that's a full 6 hours. And then I have Fridays is a 3-hour, because I only have 1 class then, because of, scheduling. So 3 days out of the week, so half the week, I have to be in school for minimum 3 hours. So I'm losing time on that, I'm losing time on sleep. Let's just say for the average person, though. Let's say it's 8 hours. Let's be nice about this even. Let's say it's 6 hours every day. 6 hours of schoolwork every day for average, young gamer, 15, 16, whatever. They go to school for 6 hours, right? They go to school for 6 hours. They slept for 8 hours. So now we're looking at 14 hours lost. 14 hours gone. So now you have 10 hours. And in that 10 hours, right, Monday through Friday, in that 10 hours, you have to do whatever chores around the house. You have to study, obviously. If you want to be a good student, you got to study. And then, maybe you want to hang out with your friends at the mall or something. It's just average stuff. So that's going to eat at least half your time. At least 5 hours of studying, chores, at least minimum. So we're left with 5 hours of playtime throughout Monday through Friday. Then you get Saturday and Sunday, but again, we have to study. We study, we hang with friends, we go out wherever. I say we in the collective average teen, whatever we're talking about here. And so that leaves 5 hours during the week. So that's 5 times 5 is 25. That's 25 times you'll get 30. And here's the kicker. That's 25 times that you'll be getting 30 points, which is a rare drop. So that's 5 times 5 is 25. So that's 25 rare drops, right? Or more commons. But, we're going to go for the rares because the rares are a good drop. And so you get 30 of those. Oh, and then 5 times 6, which is the leftover 6. We talked about this earlier. Is leftover 6, so then that times 5 is of course 30. So you'll actually be getting 26 drops at this rate. Okay, so 26 drops in a week. That's actually pretty good. But this is the best case scenario, right? It's more likely that you'll be getting 20. Okay, Yeah, okay, 20. And then whatever you get on the weekends, which I don't want to really calculate because it's only 2-day span. And, you know, we're trying to focus on the other thing. So we're focusing on the best of the best situation here. And you're only getting 25. Now, then comes Treyarch and says, hey, you got a job. You don't got time to play the game. You want to play the game and have fun. You want to play the game and be styling in the headgear and the costume. You want to have the cool camo on your gun, you know? You want to do this. You want these things. These are cool. They give you prestige. They give you status. Makes you look cool. So here, give me a couple of dollars. Just give me a little bit of money. I mean, you're working. It's what, $20, but you get like 10 drops. Actually, no. The drops are at 200. So, if, hey, here, give me 50 bucks. Buy 20,000 COD points, and you will get 200. So there's 5 200s in 1,000, which means you're buying 5 rare drops per every 1,000. So in order to equal that guy's whole 5-day span of earning on the best possible standards, in the best possible way, you only have to spend, let's see, 1,000. You gotta get 5,000. You only have to get 5,000 crypto keys. And they sell these things in like 10,000, 15,000. If you buy a 10,000 pack, right? I believe the pack, hold on, let me Google this to be sure on my numbers, right? So you guys can quote me and, you know this is true. Let me just Google this real quick. COD points cost. Let me see just how much the COD points cost on the actual website. Let's see here. I want to know the prices. Prices are 1 rare supply drop is equal to 200 COD points. That's not what I'm looking for. Here we go. 200 COD points is worth $2. 1,000 points and a 100-point bonus is worth $10. 2,000 with a 400 bonus is worth $20, and 4,000 with a 1,000 bonus is worth $39.99. So, theoretically, if you wanted to, if you had the income, you could match somebody on their best day. This is the best week they've ever had playing COD. And you could match them by spending $40. By spending $40, and you get access to the rares. Now, here is the kicker to the whole thing. I had no problem with this. It's people's money. They want to spend it how they want. That's fine. You want to spend it on this. It's a couple aesthetics. I'm not saying the guns are pay to win. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they can spend their money on whatever they want. Then you introduce the bribe system. I'm saying it's not fair because it encourages consumerism. How does it encourage consumerism? Well, I'm going to tell you. When you do the bribe system, from what I'm looking at, it says 60 crypto keys for a bribe drop, which gives you better odds and a guaranteed, piece for one of your specialist armor. Okay? That's 60 crypto keys. That's twice the 30 crypto keys for a rare, which is supposed to be a good case anyway. Right? So you get better chances, right? You get better chances, and you have to spend 60 keys. So it's like, holy shit, who has 60 keys? Right? Maybe some people save up their keys. I don't know. But maybe now people will start saving their keys just to get the bribe drops. And that's fine. Except for the fact that the COD points to buy a bribe drop are 300. Yeah, 200 COD points, which is enough for a rare drop, is, 200 COD points, right? They took a third of that. Or no, not a third, a half of that. They took half of the amount of COD points, which you buy with real money from the real world, your disposable income, that's what you buy it with. You don't earn it, you buy it, you bought it, you bought the drop. Now, that's 200 COD points, that's $2. So every 100 COD points is worth $1. So they had it something worth $2, which is the rare drop. Or you can buy something for $3, $1 more, just $1. Didn't double the price, didn't go up to $4. No. It went up, they doubled the price on the 30 crypto keys, but they did not double the price on the COD points. That is a blatant use of microtransaction DLC. That is exactly what we did not want. That's exactly why people hated Advanced Warfare. And just because you do it, Treyarch, I'm looking at you, just because you do it with, camos and whatever, the helmets and the stuff. I'm sorry. I feel much better when I earn something in a game, right? And it's even worse when these drops that these people buy contain weaponry. I'm sorry, no. I don't care if the weapon is good or bad or OP or not OP. I don't care. That's not the point. The point is that it is a weapon that I want, that I have tried to earn. I went through about 10 rare drops, didn't see a hint of any of the new weapons. And there's 8. I ran the statistics. The statistic possibility of getting the duplicates that I was getting was so impossible. Do you realize the statistics for getting one item out of a pool of 765? You want to know the average of that? You want to know the statistical possibility? 0.01. That's the odds, or it may have been 0.1. Either way, anyone who understands basic probability, that's a very crappy statistic to work with to try and get one specific item. And these people that are buying drops are getting them. For example, in KSX Silence video, I recommend you guys go check that out because he showcased a few people that had bought them and got, good, bad, whatever. One guy said that he'd opened 100 rare drops, right? And then from earning them. Then, when he opened them, right, when he opened his first one that he bought in the bribe system, it gave him the MX Grand. Am I the only one seeing a problem here? Am I the only one seeing a problem with this system? I think Angry Joe said it best. If you put a frog in a pot of boiling water, it will jump out because it doesn't want to die. But if you put the frog in a pot of cool water and slowly raise the temperature, it's not going to jump out because it doesn't know that you're boiling it alive. It doesn't see the danger coming because the danger is not an immediate threat. Okay? And this was when he was talking about Halo 5's requisition point system, which is even worse than this. But what I'm getting at here, guys, is that please don't feed the beast. Okay? Advanced Warfare, that was bad. Black Ops 3, not as bad, but still bad. Microtransactions should be left in free-to-play games or games like CSGO where it only costs $15. It has, and the content in-game is worth $15. Then they want to charge you for all these cases and keys. They give you the cases, but you don't have the keys. Whatever, that's a $15 game. Okay, it's still a relatively cheap game. If they want to do something like that to supplement the income and try and squeeze a little more money out of people, fine. But it doesn't actually impact the gameplay. It just is a different weapon. Okay? It's a different color of the same weapon. It doesn't affect statistics, doesn't affect, it doesn't affect the stats of the weapon, whatever. But with a game like Black Ops 3, this game costs $60, okay? $60. Then factor in all the people that will buy the Season Pass, even just for the zombies experience, right? Because, people love COD for zombies. That's what sells COD. Not the multiplayer, not the single player. People buy it for zombies, okay? At least the majority of people do. So, you're talking about $60 from the initial consumer, right? And then $50 you sell them on the Season Pass. You're getting $110 out of this guy. Multiply that by 1 million players. You've now made $110 million. Wait. Hold on. Let me make sure this is correct in my head because I'm pretty sure my math is correct on this. I know I suck at math, whatever, but I want to make sure that I'm correct on this. Oh, for fuck's sake. Calculator. I want to make sure all of my information in here is correct. Okay? So, let's see. 110 times 10, it's 10, 100, 1,000, and million. Okay? Equals 110 million. So, you make $110 million. How many people play COD? Millions. Not just 1 million, not just 2 million, 3, 4, 5. About 7 million players. Approximately. So you're making almost $1 billion off of just 60, if they all bought. Now, I know not everybody buys the Season Pass. I get it. But that is the thing, is that you make $110 million off of just 1 million Season Passes sold. Right? You're still making the base 60 when the game is sold. So 7 million. I mean, let's do this again, boys. You want to play again? Let's play again. Let's go back to the calculator. I hate the keyboard on here. Calculator. Let's go back to the calculator. Let's play this again. Let's say nobody buys the Season Pass. Let's say only $60 on that. Let's say approximately 5 million people play COD. Just saying. 5 million people. 60 times 5, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? $300 million. You people make $300 million off of a base game sold, and that's not even including Season Pass. You include Season Pass, and you're basically starting the whole game over again. Okay? So, It's not like you people are hemorrhaging for money. You don't need it. Stop squeezing people on a AAA $60 game. Battlefront did this with their deluxe edition, okay? Which I suggest you guys go check out if you want to see a proper, review of Battlefront and how their system works. Go check out Angry Joe and look up his Star Wars Battlefront. Just type in Star Wars Battlefront Angry Joe review and watch it. It's really good. Angry Joe, I would suggest you guys go watch him. He's very well thought out with his points. And yes, he's angry and he rants like I do. But he's very well thought out with his points. He has very, nice bullet points. This is why, this is why, this is why. But this is what I'm saying, is that let's break down the main points. One, it's not fair to let people skip levels by paying actual real-world currency for in-game currency. Okay? Two, it's not fair to, it's not fair to let people use that in-game currency now, which is cheap. It's in the long run cheaper to buy in-game currency than it is to earn it, because it takes less time. It's instantaneous, right? It's still a chance, but it's a very good chance. It's something good. And three, you don't need this income. Treyarch, you're better than this. Black Ops 1, alright? Black Ops 2, these were good games. World at War, this was a good game. Okay, I like Black Ops 3. I like the story. I like the atmosphere. I like the weapon balance. It's pretty alright. There's a few minor here or there, but that's a different video. So, what I'm saying is, don't feed the beast, alright? Don't do microtransactions on $60 games. $15, $30 at the max? Maybe you should throw a couple bucks their way if it changes something in the game drastically. Not if it changes the outfit your guy has or a gun you might have. That is stupid. That is a waste of money. Please don't do that. There are so many other things you could spend your money on. You could save your money and buy a whole nother game if you wanted to. Two, we need to basically stop that, because if we don't, my second point is basically my first point. Don't buy the DLC. Don't buy the micro DLC. Okay? Buy the season pass. You get actual things out of it. You're guaranteed, you're guaranteed 16 multiplayer maps and 4 new zombies maps. 4 new zombies experiences. It's just pretty much the same old zombies, but it's a different map, different stuff to do. That's worth $50. Don't spend $40 on 5,000 COD points or 20,000, however much they're selling, or for however much. They don't need the money. You gave them their money already. Guys, just don't be ignorant, okay? You know what's happening. You can see it. Anybody that thinks for 2 seconds, just stop for 2 seconds and think before you make that purchase. If you already bought $60, okay, for the game, you already paid it, right? And God forbid, you're like me that buys the season pass. You spend $110 on a game, right, to get the content in the game. Don't spend it on micro DLC, not for a AAA game. It just doesn't help. It doesn't help. It hurts. It tells them that it's okay to keep feeding us this consumerism, mindset. It's okay to keep the disposable income train rolling. All right? I guess that's all I have to say about the subject, guys. And, yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, then do the usual. Like, subscribe, check out my streams, and I will see you guys in the next video. Reef the Rager, signing off.